Make some noise for George! This reminds me of a beautiful party a long time ago. We were all so much sluttier in college. You want to know why? Because we were hotter than we should have been. It was great. It was great. Okay, are you having a good Saturday night with your friends? We're having a blast here at Lincoln Lounge because we are down to the reason why you all came here. We are down to your headliner. Yes. She is an amazing comedian. She's produced shows all over the city for years. She's one of my favorite comics, and most importantly, a close personal friend. Okay, are you all ready to lose your fucking minds? Put those hands together and show me some love for my girl, Sharon Paul!
Like maybe some of us had a hard therapy session today. The energy in the room is kind of thick with emotion. Can we all scream together, actually? On the count of 3? I mean it. I'm going to do it. If you don't do it, I'm going to look at you insane. 1, 2, 3. Did you do better? Okay, great. Listen, I am rarely performing in rooms that are mostly gay, so that's fucking awesome. Give it up for that. Fantastic. I am the kind of queer that likes men. Whoops. It's really hard, right? Because I'm attracted to all kinds of women and femme types, right? Like every femme and lady in this room could get it. Call me after you're on a date. Never mind. I won't make eye contact with you. Okay? You're like, it's cool. Okay. I didn't think that this was gonna be the vibe right off the bat. That's great. But like women and femmes are goddesses to me, okay? And then I'm attracted to men who look like they play Dungeons and Dragons regularly. Men who look like they live stream on Twitch for income. Their only source of income. Men who are like, babe, just let me play Fortnite and then I'll do the dishes. I don't know, gamer boys. Listen, but who fucks with nerds? I fuck with nerds. Yeah. Listen, because I've Matt earlier was saying, just bring money, right? I need more money to straight women. He was like, what, all I have is credit card debt and a big dick. I was like, I'm sold. Sounds good to me. I got credit card debt and a tight pussy. It's a great fit, Okay. Wow. I am also one of the people that didn't go to Pride. This is kind of my Pride tonight, so thank you for being here. Quite a few of us didn't go to Pride though, right? Like it feels like the room isn't quite divided on that. I feel like we're all kind of feeling the same way about it, right? Okay, listen, I don't go to Pride for like one specific reason, okay? When I did go to Pride, all the gay men wanted to make out and none of the gay women did, and I was already in theater in high school. I don't need to relive that again. My first 3 boyfriends were gay, It's almost trauma-inducing being at Pride, and all these guys are like, get it, girl? And I'm like, stay away! Don't touch me. On top of being queer, I'm also polyamorous, in case you thought I couldn't get any more annoying. But I feel like there's some sexual energy in here. We're like sexually open people. Yeah, and we know what polyamory is in here, right? Yeah. Someone at a show I did in the suburbs, my fault, shouts out, polygamy, right? Listen, and there's like such a difference, right? Polygamy is when one man has many wives. Let's be honest, it's a miracle that a man gets one wife at all. Any man that's out with a woman ever, you're like, what did you say to get her here right now? Blink 3 times if you need help. Right? And then there's polyandry, which people don't talk about enough, right? Polyandry is when one woman has many husbands, right? And let's be honest, what woman wants one? You're telling me I gotta tell multiple men to wipe their asshole on a regular basis? Fantastic. Did you know straight guys don't do that? It's a whole thread on Reddit. Women who've been married for years, they're like, my husband just won't spread his cheeks in the shower because he thinks it's too feminine. It just blows my mind. And then opportunity arouser. Gotta fill out a W-2 before you hang out with me. And listen, like when I was in kindergarten, okay, I had 2 boyfriends. Hell yeah. I'm glad this is a universal experience. Listen, I had 2 boyfriends, and we held hands at recess. So pure, so good. And a teacher pulled me off to the side, and they were like, Sharon, just pick one boy to hold hands with, because intimacy is sacred. Cool, so like I'm 5. Right, ew, 5. What's intimacy, Mrs. Cheryl? I don't know. What is intimacy? And I get a little older, I think about it, and I'm like, okay, intimacy is precious, so are diamonds, and people excavate those all the time. That means to dig stuff. Okay. Smartest part of my set, all right? And like so I am in a relationship, have been for 14 years, and we were monogamous for 10 of those years, okay? I know, that blows people's minds because I have a lot of friends who've known us since the beginning, and all of them open with the same thing. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm poly now, and they're like, why are you doing the thing that we all think about in private? Shut up! What are you doing? They're like so mad, or they'll be like, oh my God, oh that's so good for you, but I could never. And I'm like, yeah, Bridget, you can barely handle one relationship, I get it, it's fine. You know, all the monogamous people I know have been cheated on or have cheated. Right? So it's like, here's door number 1, honesty, integrity, openness, all right? Behind door number 2 is that special feeling you get when you're doing something that feels wrong, you know? And I kind of get it, you know? Who doesn't like to feel like they're sneaking around? But, you know, that's what scene play is for, everybody. This is informative, too. Yes, an emphatic yes, we love to see it. We love to see it. A lot of things that people say to me, too, is like, they'll be like, oh, ha, ha, ha. So you're poly now? Which one of you cried yourself to sleep at night? And I'm like, both of us. And it's like, not because we fuck other people. You know, have you read the news? Jeez. A real favorite one too is when people are like, oh my God, Sharon, don't you think you're just trying to have your cake and eat it too? And I'm like, yeah, have you had cake, you know? Have you eaten a cake? And if you bake a cake, listen, right? If you bake a cake, you don't just look at it and wait or eat it all yourself, or maybe you do. But you typically share it, right? You share it with other people. It's a fucking cake. What a dumb, I hate that saying. Thank you guys. Have your cake and eat it too. Yes, please. How many cakes are allowed? Okay. Wow. And my favorite too is when like straight guys who are not poly, they're not non-monogamous, they'll be like, oh my God, so like you're down for a threesome. I'm like, wow, crazy, you want to embarrass yourself in front of more than one person tonight. So 3 guys back there, 3 straight guys, you know. Oh man, did you all get back from playing Fortnite before I got here? You don't play Fortnite together? No? Did you do trivia? That's probably what they did, you guys. Trivia. It's just really frustrating too, because when I opened up and started exploring all of this queerness inside of me, I thought that it'd be a little easier, right? I thought dating would be a little bit easier, but it's not. I thought, so listen, I'm a thick bitch, right? Okay, when we're down with that, I already know. Yeah. And holler, you know? Fat people! So I love saying, I just love using the word fat because everyone's like, it's like not a bad word. We know that, right? It's just like a descriptive word. People will be like, oh my God, you're not fat, you're beautiful. And I'm like, you can be both, you know? Oh, you're so pretty for a fat girl. Okay, why can't I just be fat? You're right. Thank you. Being pretty is a lot of pressure. I did a lot of work to get to this level today. But yeah, it's like, I went on a date with someone, one of the first times when I was like freshly able to do so, right? And we have a good time, like stuff is good, get a little freaky, okay, great. And then he's like, oh my God, fat girls give the best blowjobs. And I was like, why'd you say that? You know, just tell me, why did you say that? And he was like, oh, you know, you're like hungry all the time. And I was like, what? I'm not chewing you. later. How many calories are in a dick? Number one. What's the nutritional value? No one knows. You know what I mean? There's a woman in Australia that claims that taking a teaspoon of semen every day helps her live longer, and I'm not one to judge. You know, I'm just like, just don't put it on me, okay? I'm gonna eat before and after, and then you're gonna go to bed, and I'm like, raid your fridge. And that's like just how it goes. If you don't have a bedside snack, you're doing it wrong, regardless of what size you are. You can keep some almonds by the table. I know what you do. Chocolate covered, probably. Because you both look utilitarian. You know? Want to be efficient and get it done. Babe, let's hole up for 2 days and just eat nuts. So romantic. So sweet. You know, and like, I get different kinds of cat calls, okay? Anyone who gets cat called, it sucks, right? But like, I have thin friends who get cat called and it's just like, hey baby, want to ride? Which, insane, right? Do these men understand that I could be the murderer today? Let me get in the car, let's find out. But it's like, I don't get easy cat calls like that. I get stuff like, oh, I bet you got a fat pussy. And like, it's like a common misconception though, because that's like not the part, that's like not the part that's fat, it's like the mom's pubis. Thanks for making eye contact with me when I said that. It's the mom's pubis, babe, that's what's fat. This pussy tight, it's the tightest thing about me. The only thing that gets a workout on a regular basis, cardio, thank you. Like, oh my gosh. Another fun one, someone just slowed down and they were like, what's up, potato? Not really a cat call, it's like more of an observation. But if my years of therapy taught me anything, it's like positive reframe, right? So if I'm a potato, that means there's over a dozen ways you can eat me. I'm Midwestern, okay? Split me up while I'm still hot, fully load me with cream, toppings, I don't know. Yes, we love to see it. I was on a date earlier in the summer, and I was on a patio wearing a two-piece, living my best life, lovely date, and a car slows down and like stops traffic behind them. And he leans out the car window and he's like, put that drink down, you fat slut! Woo! And like the pause was pregnant, okay? The pause had triplets, that's how pregnant it was. Everybody on the patio was like, oh my God. And I was like, I know, how did he know I was a slut? Oh my God. And you know, read the fucking to that. How did he know? You know what I mean? I just think I give it off. I just think I give it off. I once dated someone that told me he loved my body because it meant no one else wanted it. Okay. You guys are so good at reacting. I love you. And in response to that, I cheated on him. Never cheated on anyone ever in my life. That was a good reason though, right? Yeah. Validate me. All right. That was a good reason, okay? And like, I grew up with family that I was always like, Sharon, you know, people are gonna think less of you if you don't lose weight, you know? And I'm like, how can I be less of a person if I'm like more of a person? Okay, thank you so much. Beat that logic, take that. When I turned 16, my dad got me a whole year's supply of Nutrisystem. Why? He was like, well, you never bring any guys home. So I thought maybe if you lost some weight, you gained some confidence. And I was like, cool, I suck dick in a parked car down the street like a regular person. You actually don't have to bring a guy home to do that. They'll let you do anything to them anywhere. They never have to see the inside of your house. Revelation, right? I mean, my dad used to be like, kiddo, you lose some LBs. He was like, I hate that. You lose some LBs, then the guys will be lined up. And I was like, holy shit, that sounds terrifying. Lined up? Who are these men? How do you know them? What kind of middle-aged man wants a line out the door for his teenage daughter to just sit free? I think I'll stay fat, thank you so much, right? And you know, know, like in the new year, everyone wants to like eat healthier and work out and stuff, right? And I do that too. Like 3 a.m., it's like, hey, we're looking for 30 women in Logan Square who want to get in shape for free, you know, and you're like, oh, no way. You know, and then you sign up, and then that's like the rest of the week ensues, and it's just text from this guy named Jordan who's like, hey, Sharon, just checking in about your health journey. And I thought it was like an automated message and not like a real person. So I was like, yo, Jordan, I'm gonna just say fat as fuck. And he was like, hey. He was like, hey, listen, like we support you, you know, you can come back anytime. And I was like, is this AA? I'm so confused. And I've been trying to lose weight, but not for like typical reasons, right? People are, you want to look better, you want to feel better. If I get any hotter, it's over for everyone. I feel like this is an approachable level of hot, and I want people to be like, want to be my friends, right? I don't want to be so hot that people are like, oh my God, Sharon sucks, you know? You hate me, right? Feeling better, whatever. Like, I've been on antidepressants for 2 years. I don't think any amount of weight loss is going to make me not want to kill myself sometimes. Yeah. Astute observation, comedian. No, I try to lose weight because I do sit on a lot of faces. And all those faces have sleep apnea. You know, like they didn't have it before. And just like a prolonged period of time, it's like laying on their back like, oh shit. Oh my God. Have you ever felt someone struggle to breathe underneath you? You're wearing a hat inside, so I know you have. That's a cool person move right there. Head inside, yes. I suffocate under bitches all the time. It's kind of feminism though, you know what I mean? Because listen, men specifically, they'll be like, don't worry, babe, put your whole weight on my face. I'll die this way. And I'm like, are you positive that that's okay? Do you have a location tag? Does someone know where you are in case you die underneath me? Because there's a point where I'll be like on you and I'll be following that instruction of putting my whole weight on you. And then I'm just like somewhere else and you're like, you know, and I'm just genuine in the back, you know what I mean? Like a pony, you know, that's what I'm doing. So you want to die like that? Are you for real, man? I just met you a few hours ago. Who am I going to call? I have to handle your death? No tongue is that good. I'll just buy a CPAP machine instead. Okay, thank you so much, Lincoln Live.
Keep it going for Sharon Palm. How do you feel guest co-hosting this lovely show?
Oh, I feel fucking blessed.
Was it so